we go. Yeah. I heard that we had a great freshman class coming in, and you guys must be the freshman class, yes? All right. Now, some of y'all were a little unsure at first. Understand that here at NC State, we have a great reputation for being rabid fans. As a matter of fact, that's where the Wolfpack got its mascot name, because our fans were rabid like a pack of wolves so many years ago, and we maintain that spirit today. So here, we're going to teach you a little bit about how to really get into it at all athletic events and any other events, because you are now all a member of this Wolfpack. You don't run alone, we got each other. Now, on game days, we have a few cheers that we like to do for you guys. Whenever you hear the band play these cheers, we need you guys to participate. This is all audience participation. For this one, you got to simply be able to say Wolf or Pack. Now, since you guys got into NC State, I know you are some of the most intelligent young people anywhere in the United States, if not the world. So this isn't going to take much for you, right? Let me hear you say Wolf. Let me hear you say Pack. All right, we're going to fill it in now. Band, let's light this up. Wolf, Pack. Wolf, Pack. Wolf, Pack. All right, that wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Took some of you a little time to warm up. I'll tell you guys right now, any of the upperclassmen, like these people over here in the red shirts in the corners, yeah, you see, if you're not sure what to do, watch them. Watch the cheerleaders. Believe me, the upperclassmen, yeah, see? You guys are some leaders of the pack up there. They know there's some lead wolves, all right? Let's do that one more time, and we got to have everybody. We want to raise the roof off this place. Ready? Hit it one more time, band. Now, yeah, give it up for the band. Give it up for the cheerleaders. Give it up for the dance team. We have a lot of great stuff going on. We have majorettes, great color guard, drum lines over here throwing down for you. Now, see, some of you see people doing this, all right? This is our wolf sign. So we throw this up at games, throw this at different events. We've even thrown this up in Spain and Italy and Ireland with the band members, and we've taught other people in other parts of the world. This is our wolf sign, all right? This is synonymous everywhere. All Wolfpack fans will know it, so don't be afraid to throw that up and show your Wolfpack pride, all right? This next cheer, all right, you got to spell out N-C-S-U, and at the end, give a big, loud Go State. Band, let's show them how this one works. Ready? Oh, wait. Yep, cheer one, go. N-C-S-U. Go, stay. All right, you caught on that one a little bit more quickly. All you got to get in on this one, though, all right? It's a lot of fun. You want to try one more again? One more again. Do it again. N-C-S-U. Go, stay. Yeah, nice, nice. All right, now this last one, yeah, give it up. Now this next cheer, we're going to go back to the Wolfpack. We're going to lay it out. Now this is our third down cheer. This is when the pack defense has to bear down and get a piece of the offense from the opposing team. No matter who it is, it's a big moment. We want to get a stop. So we want this in their face, and we want them to know loud and proud that they're dealing with the Wolfpack. Band, let's lay it on them. Wolfpack! 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 Oh yeah, some of you get into it. Now we do the nice big lift, and we throw out the Wolfpack, all right? Let's do that one more time. Make sure we got everybody in on it. Make sure you get your wolves up. Loud and proud, nice and high. Hit it. Wolfpack, yeah, there we go. Wolfpack. Wolfpack. Yeah, we got the faculty and staff doing it too over here. That's right. We're all in this. All right, we're all Wolfpackers. Now, in addition to the band, we have one of the best cheerleading squads in the country. And I want to bring up my man Sam here. Let you know a couple of things the cheerleaders do. When they throw up the signs, we need to hear it. Come on up, Sam.
Thank you, y'all. All right, my name is Sam. I'm on the NC State cheer team, and we got to go over a little bit of chants. We're going to do it during football season, all right? So we got tradition at school. Our colors are red and white. So cheerleaders over there, they're going to hold up signs. It's kind of difficult. When they hold up red, you say red. When they hold up white, you say white. All right, let's get some practice. I want this side, you're going to say red. This side, you're going to say white. Are you ready? Red, white, yell it. Red, white, red, white, red, white. Last time, red, white. All right, awesome, awesome. All right, now, we got one more thing to learn. Now, during football season, when the team, if they're struggling and they need us to pick them up, all right, we're going to get Wolf and Pack going. Now, same thing as red and white. This side, you say Wolf. This side, you say Pack. But when you say it, I want the Wolfies going up. So Wolf and Pack. We got that? All right, let's get it. Let's make it loud. Let's make it loud. Ready? Wolf! Pack! Yell it! Wolf! Come on! Pack! Wolf! Pack! Keep it going. Wolf! Pack! Wolf! Pack! Last time. Wolf! Pack! All right, awesome job, y'all. Now, remember this? Good job, y'all. All right, we got to remember this during football season. All right, we got the football team on the field, but we got the band, we got the cheerleaders, the dancers, everyone. You guys, all the fans, you can change the game, all right? So we need y'all to be loud during football season so we can get some wins this season, all right? Sound good? Awesome.
Thank you, Sam. Now, he brought up a great point, okay? Our boys and ladies representing the Wolfpack on the field of play, they might be up against it, all right? I've seen our team come back from 35 points down in the first half to win the game in the second half. I've been there for that. Our teams don't give up, right? So an important part of that, I mean, part of the Wolfpack is we don't give up on them. No matter how frustrating it gets, we don't give up. We believe in it, we've got their back. And if things just don't quite go our way, it's okay, because they worked hard, they fought hard, they represented us well. We hold our head up high every time, no matter what, all right? Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is red and white. We need to learn the words to red and white. So I want you to repeat after me. We're the red and white from State, and we know we are the best. A hand behind our back. We will take on all the rest. Now, the next line, there's a bit of debate. But the official line is, come over the hill, Caroline. See? Yeah. There's an alternate version you can ask about. All right, you can ask about that. That's fine. Either one you choose to sing is fine. I choose Come Over the Hill, Caroline, out of respect for my wife. She is a Carolina graduate, so much respect to her. All right? Oh, wow. These guys are indoctrinated. All right. I remind her which university paid for her ring, so we're good. She can't complain that much. Now, After you say come over the hill, Caroline, it's devils and deeks stand in line. Then, we're the red and white from NC State. Go State. We're the red and white from NC State. Go State. Awesome. Let's do it with the band, all right? Band's gonna play it once, sing it out. Band, let's do it 2 times. First time playing, second time singing. I don't think we'll need to play it out. Got it? All right, go for it. We're the red and white from State, and we know we are the best. Hey, hands behind our back, we can take on all the rest. Come over the hill, Caroline, devils and deeks stand in line. Red and white from NC State. Go State! One more time. Go State! I think they got it. I think they got it. Very nice. Sing it loud and proud every chance you get. Every chance you get. Now, the next song I want to teach you is very important. This song should go with you forever and ever for the rest of your life, because this is an important part of who we are at NC State. Feel it all the way down to the very deepest part of your Wolfpack spirit. All right? This is the NC State alma mater. Now, it starts out where the winds of Dixie softly blow. Oh, we got to do that one better. One more time. Where the winds of Dixie softly blow. Or the fields of Caroline. There stands ever cherished NC State as thy honored shrine. So lift your voices, loudly sing. From hill to ocean side. Our hearts ever hold you, NC State. In the folds of our love and pride. Nice. Now I see some of you already. The way we do this Wolfpack style. Arms over shoulders for everybody. We're all in this together. And we gotta rock it like this. We gotta rock it. Band, ready? Where the winds of Dixie softly blow, o'er the fields of Caroline, there stands I'm Dr. Paul Garcia. This is your NC State band, cheerleaders, majorettes, dance team, color guard, Thank you guys very much for your time. Give us a moment, we'll get out of your way. But we look forward to seeing all of you at many events throughout campus, whether it be sporting events, homecoming parades, you name it. Know that you're part of our pack now, and we are very proud to have you here. Welcome to the Wolfpack, NC State. Welcome. Let's hear it one more time for the band.
Wolfpack, please welcome the members of the Platform Party. Your student body president, Jackie Gonzalez.
Hello. Now I want to sit on your coat.
NC State faculty member, Dr. Rupert Nacoste. Vice Chancellor and Dean of Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Mike Mullen. Chancellor of NC State University, Dr. Randy Woodson. The 2017 Convocation will now begin with a welcome from the Deans of NC State University.
On behalf of our college, I'd like to extend a very, very warm welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome to NC State.
You may wonder what a dean actually does. Well, as a relatively new dean on campus, I can tell you that I'm having a blast getting to know the people that make this great university and make our college how special it is.
As dean, I work with the faculty and the students to work on the vision of the college.
The role of the dean is to make certain that everybody is empowered.
And know that we are here to help you, regardless of your college, regardless of your major. Our goal is your success.
There are many, many things that I think you can look forward to as you start your academic career here at NC State.
Make sure in the next few weeks, in the next months, and throughout this year, you meet people different than you are.
The friends you make here will last you a lifetime.
It's important to get to know your faculty because they serve as great mentors and advisors, as well as the teaching assistants. The graduate teaching assistants can really serve.
Our faculty are eager and ready to introduce you to them and to others.
And so don't be afraid to reach out to the faculty. Don't be afraid to engage them in conversation and ask them questions, and really and take advantage of the care and the expertise of the faculty that we have here on campus.
Try something new, something you never thought you would. Take a class in another department. Have fun, stretch yourself.
You should be looking for opportunities to be involved in the arts, in cultural events, in study abroad opportunities, in undergraduate research opportunities. Participate in any one of the hundreds of student organizations here on campus.
Join our professional organizations. We have them in every field.
To try the great ice cream that we make here in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. It's called Howling Cow, and the flavor you need to try is the Dean's flavor.
The bottom line is there are hundreds of ways to be involved at NC State, and I encourage you to be involved.
Sometime in the next couple of months, early in your degree program, work out what it is you want to achieve by the end, what tools and skill sets you want to take home.
My message to you is simple. You see it everywhere around campus. We are innovators, we are entrepreneurs, we think and do.
And welcome to NC State. Go Pack!
Go Pack!
Go Pack!
Go Pack!
Go Pack!
Go Pack!
Please welcome Student Body President Jackie Gonzalez.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hi. When they told me I'd be up here in a circular podium, or a circular stage, I freaked out a little bit. This is new to me, but it's cool. We're going to make it work. So, a little bit about myself. My name is Jackie Gonzalez. I'm your student body president. I am a senior majoring in political science. I'm wrapping up my undergrad. Yeah, political science. Thank you. So this year is especially important to me because I'll be wrapping up my time here at NC State, serving all of you and all of the thousands of other students that we have here. So I have a challenge for all of you. And it's a challenge that I give everyone that I meet here for the first time. And it's to be uncomfortable. And I know that sounds weird. It does not sound fun to be uncomfortable. But the truth is, when you're uncomfortable, that's when you learn, and that's when you grow. We have amazing resources here for you on campus, whether it's the staff or the faculty. Go back. You're great. Or the nutritionist and student health, or the Career Development Center on campus, and everything in between. NC State is ready and here for all of you to succeed. So be uncomfortable. I want you to go to events that maybe you wouldn't have gone to otherwise. I want you to learn about a culture that you don't really know a lot about. I want you to ask your professors difficult questions. They're trained, they know what they're doing. They can answer them. And I want you to meet new people and learn new things. I want you to grow, learn, and do great things. We're ready for you. We're all ready for you. So now it's my pleasure to introduce to you someone very important to the university. He got a better introduction than all of the rest of the platform party, but it's fine. It's fine. Dr. Andy Woodson, our Chancellor of the university.
You want me to leave?
Oh, no, I want you to stay.
Okay.
Chancellor Woodson is the 14th Chancellor here at NC State. Dr. Woodson earned his undergraduate degree at the University of Arkansas, right? where he studied plant molecular biology. It's a little different than political science, but it's all right, I guess. Dr. Woodson went on to become a world-renowned specialist in the reproductive processes of agricultural crops, all while earning his master's and PhD in plant physiology from Cornell. That's right. In the years that followed, Chancellor Woodson spent time in academics in both university faculty and administrative fields before he left Purdue University to join us here at NC State, which is obviously the best decision you ever made.
I don't know.
So welcome.
Marrying Susan was pretty important. Thanks, Jackie. Hello, everyone. This is awkward. I don't know what to do. Let me just start. I want to start by calling out the Dean of the College of Ag and Life Sciences. You saw that throwdown on the video where he suggested, he had the gall to suggest that his flavor of ice cream was better than mine. So let me just hear in front of all of the faculty as a witness and all of the deans, Chancellor's Choice, or Wolfpack, is by far the best ice cream at NC State. And I do want to thank the deans and the faculty for being here. This is an amazing place, as Jackie said, with resources that are completely designed to help you succeed. It's not an accident that we've made student success our highest priority. And our goal is to do everything we can to make you, or to help you, we can't make you, but to help you succeed. And before I get to some of the issues associated with student success, I want to let you all know, and I want to take just a minute to tell you how difficult it was this weekend to watch what was happening in Charlottesville, Virginia, and to see what was happening in close proximity to the University of Virginia's campus, and to tell you that hate, bigotry, and racism, and those ideals espoused by the white supremacists that converged on Charlottesville this weekend is in no way consistent with the values of this institution, the values of our university, Thank you. That tells me you're committed. You know, one of the things I have to ask myself as a leader of a great university is, why do these events occur on college campuses? And I think one of the things that is near and dear to all of us in this room, and certainly to the leadership of this university, is free speech. The idea that a university campus is a place where people openly and freely express different views, different opinions, and engage in healthy dialogue about those views and opinions. And that's true at NC State. But unfortunately, often freedom of expression results in expression of ideas that are inconsistent with our values. And so I just ask each and every one of you, when you see that, when you hear that, when you get engaged in conversations that go that direction, stand up and be part of the pack and talk about what we hold dear at this great university, which is diversity and inclusion and respect for one another. Now, I'd like to tell you all and commit to all of you that these kind of events will never happen on our campus. But the reality is, and as I said earlier, there's a reason why people that have extreme views find university campuses to be places to express those views. And so I just ask all of you, when this occurs, and it will in various forms, that we all continue to stand together and do everything we can to make this an environment
and a community that we all want to be a part of. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to talk about you. You're freshmen. I remember what it was. I was a freshman here 8 years ago when I joined the pack. So it takes me a little longer, I'm a little slower. But I know what it's like to join a new community. And you know what? We're very proud that you're here. Now here's the reality. You're one of the most talented freshman classes that's ever enrolled at NC State. You have amazing credentials. You competed with almost 27,000 people applying for the spot that you're in. So I could look at all of you and say, aren't you lucky to be here? But the reality is, we're lucky to have you here. We're proud to have you here, and we're proud of each and every one of you. And I know those that have invested in you, whether it's family or friends or your community, are equally proud. So we're thrilled to have the class of 2021 here. 4 years from now, say that loud and say it proud. 4 years from now, you go ahead, 4 years, when you graduate, you will join some of the most successful graduates of any university in the country. There's a reason why Money Magazine ranked us #1 in North Carolina. It's because the education you receive here from this amazing faculty and the support you receive from the Division of Academic and Student Affairs and every organization on this campus will prepare you to be successful, whatever that is you choose to do. So we're thrilled you're here. We're proud of you for being here. We want to do everything in our power to help you succeed. One of the things that we do, and Jackie said it so eloquently, is we try to get you out of your comfort zone. The faculty do it extraordinarily well. Yeah, they do. But we also, to get you thinking, have started an experiment, not an experiment, an experience called the Freshman Read. And this year, I hope you've all had an opportunity to read the book that we selected for you. Now, here to lead us all in a conversation is one of the most distinguished members of our faculty. Rupert, just don't come up early like I did, because it'll be embarrassing for you. Rupert has been here longer than he wants to admit. But to give you a little sense about Rupert Nacoste's background, he's a professor of psychology at NC State, one of the most distinguished members of our faculty. He's won the Alumni Distinguished Professorship. He's won the system-wide, UNC system-wide teaching award. And so he's been selected most years, if not every year, by the students as one of the most impactful professors at NC State. Now, this didn't just happen. Just like all of us that are more mature, there's a lot of things that happen to move Rupert to the place that he is today. I'm sorry, Dr. Nacoste. He started his career in the Navy, which he ended honorably discharged after serving his country very, very well. He went to the University of Florida, go Gators. That's all I got, man. I mean, it's easier doing this. It's a little... University of Florida to get his bachelor's degree in psychology, and then, you'll want to cheer with me, he went to Carolina to get his PhD in social psychology. But he's devoted his life and his career to the thoughtful dialogue and discussion about diversity and about the issues that surround diversity and inclusion. And for that, he's a perfect person to come to us today to talk to each of you, not only about the freshman read, but also about some of the things that you will experience as a student at NC State. So join me in welcoming Professor Rupert Nacoste.
Thank you, Randy. The stage is yours. Life is a big town. I heard the comedian say, life is a big town. So too is a university. A university is a big town, and North Carolina State University is a big town. To live in that big town, you need to understand how it all works. And how it all works is not how it all used to work. Anybody who was a student here at NC State 20 years ago does not understand, can't tell you much about what's going on here right now. When I first came to North Carolina State University in 1988, see, I'm willing to admit it. When I first came here, women made up about 30% of the undergraduate student body. Today, women make up 45% of our student body. And young men, those women are not here for your entertainment, nor your exploitation. Welcome to the future. For a lot of reasons, that is a message that I have been sending out to all of America in speeches I give, in essays I write, in my books. I have been proclaiming that particular message, and as you are set to start living in this town called NC State, I give you all that same message. Welcome to the future. The future is not coming, it's here and now. Not understanding that is causing a lot of confusion in America. You see, all of the tensions that we are witnessing in America today are because for too long in this country, to organize our daily social interactions, we have relied on false categories: race, sex of person, religion, sexual orientation. We have relied on those false categories for getting through our daily walk through life. Don't misunderstand me. There are ways in which these are real characteristics of persons. No, it is not your imagination. I am indeed a big, giant, dark-skinned black man. Yet that information becomes a false category when people try to use that information, that category, to make judgments to guide the way they interact with me. For too long in America, we have relied on false categories that make us versus them distinctions. We have used us versus them ways of thinking about people to do what? To keep them in their place. But now today, in the future we are already living in, we are seeing that those categories don't work. Those categories are false. It is false, you see, to believe that women aren't smart enough to be engineers, physicists, and mathematicians. It is false, you see, to believe that all Muslims are terrorists. It is false, you see, to believe that gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender people have no place at North Carolina State University. In the future we are already living, those false categories don't work. And that realization is ripping through our whole nation, making too many Americans anxious, tense, and sometimes angry. A white nationalist rally in Charlottesville is only the most recent example of that irrational, dangerous anger. Why does the truth do this to people? Well, since as children, too many people were taught to rely on those false categories that now don't work, people struggle. People struggle with the question, who are the we and who are among the they? Our too long history of relying on false categories is now tearing at the soul of America. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed with certain inalienable rights, among these life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is the soul of America. And we soil and wound that soul when we try to rely on false categories. It is false, you see, to believe that a big, giant, dark-skinned black man can't be a distinguished professor at NC State. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the town of North Carolina State University. Wherever your Toto is, later today, call your Toto and say, Toto, I'm not in North Carolina anymore. Wherever you are from internationally, nationally, locally, you're not back home anymore. You are now a citizen of the town of North Carolina State University. Between the World and Me is our common reading book for this year. But that is not because everyone at this university agrees with or has to agree with the claims made by the author, Mr. Coates. No, that's not the point at all. I am a black man, yet I do not have the same experiences as Mr. Coates. I grew up in the rural Deep South, laissez les bon temps rouler, swampland of Louisiana, down the Bayou Way. As a black person, I grew up during the horrific time of legal racial segregation, but also into a warm and loving family with a mother who was a school teacher and a father who was a fierce voting rights activist. By contrast, from his book, we learned that Mr. Coates did not have that kind of family foundation. So even though we are both African American, both dark-skinned black males, we do not have the same experiences. No surprise then that Mr. Coates and I do not see the world the same way. That is one of the reasons for this book being chosen for you to read, so that in your dialogues on this campus, your dialogues about this book, you can witness the fact that people who appear to be members of the same group can have profoundly different experiences in the world, and so can have profoundly different perspectives from each other. Between you, the world, and me, Mr. Coates and I have dramatically different perspectives on the nature of America and on the nature of America's racial dynamics. Again, that's the point. That is something you all need to understand about the dangers of relying on false categories. Look, all black females do not all believe the same things. All brown people in your cohort, on our campus, in our town, do not come from the same place and do not believe the same things. All white males do not all believe the same things. All Lebanese people in your cohort, on our campus, in our town, do not come from the same place and do not believe the same things. We wanted to alert you to the fact that here at North Carolina State University, and really wherever you go in life, there will be people with experiences and perspectives different from yours that you will need to learn to respect and that you can learn from. To begin your education here at this university, in this town, we wanted to alert you to the fact that you need to stop, drop, and roll away from your burning reliance on false categories. We want you to begin to stop setting your interpersonal encounters afire and then having to try to survive in those hot social interactions. As I teach my students, never try to interact with a person as a representative of a group. I say again, never try to interact with a person as a representative of a group. You see, no one person can or should be asked to carry the burden of representing a whole group of people. Between the World and Me was not chosen because it is the experience of all black people in America. Don't be ridiculous. There is no one black experience in America, but likewise, there is no one Latino Hispanic experience here in America. There is no one white experience here in America. There is no one Haitian experience here in America. We are using that book to show you that your experience in the world so far that your experience in the world so far is just one set of experiences. Your perspective on the world is just one perspective. We are alerting all of you that people not like you have legitimate thoughts, feelings, and preferences too. Here today at Convocation, among all of you gathered in Reynolds Coliseum, ready for your first year at North Carolina State, none of you here has the same experiences and backgrounds. That means that from the first moment you came into this town called North Carolina State, you began to experience other people's, other students' legitimate but different thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. If you try to get through your time here hoping to ignore the truth of that social reality, relying on false categories, you will have a miserable experience at this university. If you try to rely on false categories, you will also be showing yourself to have an inadequate, immature theory of mind. Social psychologists have studied this simple idea, and that research has made clear that having a mature theory of mind is critical to a person being able to have healthy, productive social interactions. Oh, what is this theory of mind? The theory of mind is this straightforward idea and awareness that other people, not just you, not just people like you, have legitimate thoughts, feelings, and preferences. If you try to rely on false categories, you will also be showing yourself to have a poor, immature theory of mind. And we, the town council of the university, we know that if we let you leave here with the same immature theory of mind you came here with, we will not have educated you. We will not have done our job of getting you ready to adult. This summer, just this past June, I gave 2 presentations to the students in the North Carolina State University Emerging Scholars Academy. That academy brings rising 11th graders to this campus to show those youngsters what our university has to offer, to get them excited about higher education. At the end of my time with them, I took questions. The most important question I got came from an African-American male. He asked, Dr. Nacoste, if we were to begin our career here at North Carolina State, what advice would you give us when we get here to get started? My answer was quick and twofold. I said, be open and be serious. And then I explained myself. When you first get here, I said, be open. No matter where you come from, when you get here, you will feel a bit overwhelmed. Suddenly, you are surrounded by 35,000 new kinds of people. 35,000. 35,000 neo-diverse students moving fast to get to class on time, to get something to eat, to get to some event, all while trying to make friends. At first, you will feel a bit overwhelmed. Feeling like that, you will have a tendency to want to shelter yourself, to stick to whatever you find that seems familiar in some way. Maybe the skin color of the people you decide to hang out with. Maybe by latching on and putting too much energy into talking about and going to sporting events. Maybe by staying in your residence hall all the time. Or maybe trying to hide by keeping your face down, looking at your cell phone, texting people you went to high school with, texting, while there are people all around you, right in front of you, to interact with. My advice is don't give in to that feeling of being overwhelmed. This is the time and place to be open, to push yourself into learning about all that this town of North Carolina State has to offer for you to explore your interests and to develop some new interests. Be open. That was the first part of my quick response to those 11th graders. Be serious was the second part of my answer. Be serious. North Carolina State University is a serious place where we are doing serious work. We are not a high school. We're not a junior college. We're not even a college. There are 12 colleges that make up this university. That's what we are, a university. Not just a university, but a public, not private university, and not just any public university, but a high-ranking public research university. We have work to do, and we are doing that work. We are not playing around. So when you come here, you need to be serious. Sure, there are plenty of ways for you to have some fun here. No doubt you will find your ways to have fun, and you should. But that is not the primary reason you are here. Or it better not be. Keep in mind where you are, the serious work we are doing in this town, why you are here, and the serious and high expectations we have for your academic and social behavior. That's what I said to those 11th graders who are thinking about applying to be a part of this North Carolina State University town. As you know, not everybody who applies gets in, but to those who did and decided to come, to you I say, be open and be serious. After talking with those 11th graders, on Facebook, I asked recent graduates of North Carolina State a question about convocation. Oh yes, I'm on Facebook. Yes, I am old, but I am not yet dead. Right there, you see, you were relying on a false category without even realizing it. You need to understand that we university professors are more than teachers. We are all thinkers and researchers. Did you know that here at NC State in the Plant Disease and Insect Clinic, we have someone, Dr. Matt Bertone, an entomologist, who thinks about, does research on, and can explain to you in detail the physiological differences between caterpillars and larvae. Yes, you heard me right. I said the physiological differences between caterpillars and larvae. Bam. I'm sure that at least some of you have watched the TV show Bones. Well, here at NC State University, we have our own bones. Professor Ann Roth, a forensic anthropologist, who is the director of our new Forensic Sciences Institute. Dr. Ross is an expert on the use of skeletal remains to investigate the causes of death. Mind you, Dr. Ross is a very warm and fun person to interact with, not stiff and quirky like the TV character called Bones. Even so, I, at least, think of her as our bones. I don't think I'm the only person on campus who thinks of Professor Ross that way. But now that I've said that in this very public forum, I do hope Dr. Ross, our bones, doesn't mind. We professors, we know stuff. We professors know stuff in a way very few people in the world know stuff. So please then, do yourself a favor and drop your arrogant belief that you already know enough or even know what you're doing. Do not come into my classroom on interpersonal relationships with that attitude, because I will be quick, firm, and unsympathetic as I disabuse you of that notion. Again, do yourself a favor and just drop that foolish, immature idea. You are here as a student. You are not an expert at anything. You are here to be a learner, but we professors, we know stuff. We university professors have studied what we studied in excruciating detail. We have done research, created new knowledge, published that new knowledge that other people only read about in order to teach in a very superficial way. When we teach, whatever we teach, our teaching is not superficial. We professors, we know stuff. I'm a social psychologist. I'm a scientist who for 40 years has studied how and why people interact with and think about interacting with other people in relationships and in and between groups. You can find my books in our library and in libraries all over America. In the future we are already living in, I am on Facebook, studying how people interact in that new part of the social world. So yes, on Facebook, I ask a question. I asked recent graduates this: what one thing do you wish the speaker at Convocation had said to you and all the gathered new students that you now know would have helped you adjust more quickly to being a university student at NC State? Responses to my Facebook query came quick and fit what I have already said to you: be open and be serious. One recent graduate wanted me to tell you this: it's totally okay to eat a meal by yourself. You won't be the only one. Now, reading that, I thought, sure, even on the campus of 35,000 busy, trying to get somewhere, young people, that can happen. But I want you to make sure it's not happening because you are closing yourself off from new social interactions. And in fact, that was one of the other responses I got on Facebook. Be open to social interaction is what another recent NC State graduate wanted me to tell you. He said this: I wish they would have asked me, why are you in an environment filled with 35,000 students at the biggest university, and yet you shun yourself by listening to your earbuds all day? There's nothing to be afraid of, he said, when these students feel the exact same as you. Learning to talk to people is one of the most important things in society today. Hashtag communicate, hashtag stop the earbud madness. Two recent NCSU graduates talked about being open to asking questions. One said, when I walked in as a student at NC State, I was ready to start, but not ready to ask the questions I needed to ask. Another said, I wish someone had told me that all students are trying to figure it out. So while I looked around thinking everyone knew something that I didn't, they were all thinking the same thing. If I would have known that then, I would have asked more questions. I didn't ask questions because I didn't want to look like I didn't belong. Ask, young people. Ask. A number of the recent NCSU graduates who responded to my Facebook question wanted me to tell you about being open to opportunities. One said, there are millions of opportunities here on campus. Don't limit yourself and do take advantage of it while you can, because you just never know what may come your way. You may have come here to do one thing, but don't be afraid of change and be the person who you want to be. Another put a caution on that, wanted me to make sure I also tell you this: slow down. And that sometimes less is more. We hear so much about jumping in and getting involved that we lose the importance of slowing down, reflecting, and being present in the moment. You will remember that my other message to you today has been be serious. Well, a few of the NCSU graduates talked about that too. 2 recent graduates want you to have a serious and mature understanding of the challenges before you. The challenges before you. One said this: I wish someone would have said, these might not be the best 4 years of your life. They will be hard, you will struggle, but you will learn from the struggles and look back fondly. I thought I was weird or different for struggling with various things my first year. I thought college wasn't for me, and I asked my mom if I could come home. But the more I spoke to my peers, I learned I wasn't alone. It's harmful to send the message to students that it's always the best 4 years of your life. Another recent graduate gave that point even more emphasis. She said, I wish someone would have told me, and probably others, that I would fail a few quizzes, papers, tests, and feel like a complete failure since I had a 4.0 plus in high school. That it's okay to fail a test or 2 because you can still come out with a good grade. I spent more time my freshman year feeling like I didn't belong at NC State because I wasn't smart enough than actually understanding that college is far different from high school, and I wish someone would have told me, she screamed. Now, in a way that puts my messages to you today of be open and be serious, another recent graduate, putting them together, another recent graduate wants me to tell you this. Not all lessons will come from a classroom. Some will come from experiences living on campus, being involved with a group, or simply by walking through the brickyard during a protest. Challenge yourself to expand the idea of the classroom to the wider world and take in this time. It goes by so quickly. Part of what all these recent graduates of NC State had to learn and struggle with is that in this town called NC State, we do not rely on false categories. No us versus them. We are the Wolfpack. Woo! 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 Everybody here is Wolfpack. Everybody here is Wolfpack. Female, male, say it for me. Wolfpack. Brown, white, or black. Hijab-wearing Muslim women. Atheist, Christian, Buddhist, Catholic, Jewish, agnostic, Greek, Orthodox, Hindu. People in wheelchairs, people with visible and invisible and mental challenges. Japanese, Caribbean, Vietnamese, Pakistani, Chinese, transgender, cisgender, heterosexual, homosexual, gender fluid, Republican, Democrat, independent, conservative, liberal, libertarian, American Indian, proud members of the Lumbee tribe. Everybody here is Wolfpack. Welcome to North Carolina State University. Not high school, not junior college, not even college. We're already doing serious work. Before you got here, we were doing serious work. After you graduate and leave, we will be doing serious work. And while you are here, we have serious work to do. And while you are here at NC State, you will have the chance to do work to improve and change our world. All of you will have the chance to contribute to that work because everybody here is Wolfpack. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. You will hear that over and over again during your time here, but trust me, that is not about basketball, football, or any sport. That is about the heart of the university's academic work. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Now you know what that really is about, what it really means to be a citizen of the town of NC State. It means everybody here is Wolfpack. To be a member of the Wolfpack, it means no false categories used here, not in this town. To be a member of the Wolfpack, it means you must stop and drop your high school theory of mind. To be a member of the Wolfpack, it means you must stop and drop your high school us versus them thinking. To be a member of the Wolfpack, it means you must interact with the person, not the group you think the person represents. To be a member of the Wolfpack, it means no matter their background, group membership, we expect and we demand you interact with your co-student peers with respect. To be a member of the Wolfpack, it means you must be open and you must be serious. Life is a big town, I heard the comedian say. North Carolina State University is its own big town. That is where you live now. You are a citizen of this big town, and you have rights here, but as importantly, you have responsibilities here that we demand you live up to. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the Wolfpack. Welcome to North Carolina State University. Sit down. Wow. Okay.
Dr. Nacoste.
Mike.
Well done.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Students, there are limited seats for his class.
God.
Sign up early. I thank you so much for your words of wisdom today. We have much work to do in our society, and as you pointed out, we are a great university of difference and sameness. And it's up to all of us to be part of this great university and to make us go forward into the future.
Yes.
It's a small token of our
gratitude.
Our
well, thank you very much.
It's a gift for you. And again, thank you very much. Let's hear it for Dr. Nacoste one more time. So I have the dubious honor of speaking to you now after Dr. Nacoste, and after Chancellor Woodson, and after Jackie Gonzalez. So I'll keep it short. Many of you have heard me speak before if you came to orientations. I just want to welcome you on behalf of the faculty, the staff, and all the other students, all 45,000 of us here at NC State. I could repeat everything that's been said. We want you to be successful, and you've heard the litany of things that you can do here on our campus to be successful at NC State. Be engaged, take advantage of everything that this university has to offer you, and you will be a success. I want to reiterate one thing that Dr. Nacoste said, and I say it whenever I talk to the orientations, and I'll use myself as an example. If you've been to orientation, you've heard me say what? This is not 13th grade. I heard someone repeat it over there. So I want to repeat what Dr. Nacoste was saying. This is not 13th grade. Step up your game. However, I want you to know that you may stumble and you may run into walls. We are here to help you with that. The Division of Academic and Student Affairs, the Office of Institutional Equity and Diversity, the Office of Global Engagement, all of the colleges and all of the colleges' staff. All of us here are here to help you be successful at NC State. And when you do run into a wall, use that as a lesson. Don't do as I did. I was a sociology major when I went to school. As my father would have told you, rest his soul, I was a tremendous success at the social. I wasn't very good at theology. I had about a year and a half, and then I worked construction for 2 years to actually find out that I really did want to come back to the university. Now I'm a soil microbiologist, biochemist, go figure. So I do challenge you to take advantage of everything here at this university. The one thing that hasn't been completely reiterated and that I will add to the mix, we've talked about values today. And I want to tell you what the values of this university are. You can find them on our websites. Integrity, freedom, respect, responsibility, stewardship, and excellence. integrity in the pursuit, creation, application, and dissemination of knowledge, freedom of thought and expression, a theme you've already heard here today, respect for cultural and intellectual diversity in all of its forms, responsibility for your actions here at NC State, and stewardship in our resources, economic and environmental. And finally, do all of this with excellence, because you are a member of the Wolfpack. Go Pack. Now we have thank you. We have a short video we'd like you to see.
Am I good?
You're good.
All right. So name, major, and what are you doing after graduation?
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kelly Darden. I'm in communication with immediate concentration, and after graduation, I plan on working for Lenovo in business management.
My name is Divya Tangella. I am a psychology major, and with that, I will be going into public health. Either hospital administration or health insurance, just trying to bridge the gap between doctors and patients and helping patients have a better experience when they get their care.
Stephen A. Clark. I'm a chemical engineer. I'm graduating. I'm hopefully going into some R&D for some alternative energy like biofuels or even solar roadways. I feel like would be an extremely good use of my time.
Nick Taylor, Masters of Microbial Biotechnology. I'm actually staying around for one more year getting a dual degree in Masters of Business Administration. So planning on starting my own antibiotics company based on NC State technology. So it's pretty cool.
What is your name?
Maisha McFadgen.
Okay.
I am majoring in criminology, and after graduation, I plan on working for the Justice Department.
My name is George Whitmire. I'm an electrical engineering graduate today, and I'm planning on working in the power sector, whether it's for Progress Energy or first-tier supplier, Siemens, ABB, for example.
My name is Brianna Pennington, and I am graduating from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences with a Bachelor of Arts from Psychology. And with my degree, I will be obtaining a PhD in Behavioral Neuroscience to change the world.
So where was that video shot? Graduation. And that occurs when? 2021, right? May 2021. So the last thing I have to tell you now, you've seen some of our past graduates and you've heard about their dreams and their aspirations. Your goal here at NC State is to get that bachelor's degree, May 2021. You all have an envelope in your hands, hopefully. You may now open that envelope and take the contents out and hold it up high. Well, that's a lot of excitement over a tassel. That's good. So what you have in your hands is a tassel. That's a tassel that you can put on your mortar board, which is the hat you'll wear at graduation, but you only can put it on in 4 years. But what I want you to do now is to take that back to your room, back to wherever you're living. Hang it up on a mirror, hang it on a bedpost, hang it somewhere where you see it every day. And why am I asking you to do that? It's a tangible reminder of your goal, that you are here to get a bachelor's degree from NC State. So that's what that tassel represents. So at this point, I'm going to pass it back to Jackie Gonzalez to wrap it up. So I wish you all the best this year. Go Pack. Go Pack.
All right. So they told me I had to wrap it up. One last thing before I go. If any of you have any questions or concerns, or if you want to do something on campus but don't know how, please come and reach out to me. My office is on the 4th floor of Tally, and it's always open for you. So now as we wrap up, I'm going to ask Carrie Zellner to come to the stage. Yeah, she's going to give you a little bit more information as to what we're doing afterwards. So thank you all, and have a great day.
Thank you. Okay, are you pumped up? Woo! Are you hungry?
Yes, I was afraid, it's 4:30, so wasn't really sure, but I'm glad you're hungry. We are very proud for the first year ever to be able to offer you our Chancellor's new student cookout to follow convocation. So my job is to ask you to be very patient because there are a lot of you. And what we need to do is to get you from here to tally. And while we had wanted to have this outside, the weather is, as often it is, unpredictable. And so today we weren't sure what was going to happen. We moved it into the tally ballroom. You'll notice it's sunny right now, but I'm not bitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you in sections to follow your orientation leaders who are going to take you right through the Visit Go Pack entrance that you came in. So what I'd like to do is start with the floor. Okay? Yay! So if the floor could go ahead and stand up and exit slowly through the front to follow the orientation leaders, that would be great.